Hi, it's Guys Bowling from JoBlo.com. How you doing today?
I'm doing fine. Good to see
Good,
you.
good to see you as well. I have to say, like doing the press stuff for this film has been great because I've gotten to speak with some legends. First it was Barbara Crampton, and now it's you. So this is a pleasure to be able to speak with you on this. I just wanted to let you know that.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh,
Yeah, I
no
feel
problem.
honored. Thank
So you've worked with Richard before. What is it about his approach and his outlook to filmmaking that kind of attracts you to him as a filmmaker, as far as like the stories that he's trying to tell?
Well, one thing was that I was one of his father's favorite actors.
Nice.
So when he told me that, it made me feel pretty good. And then he asked me to be in his first film, Excision,
Mhm.
and I was in that. And then I did his film Suburban Gothic with Gubler,
Yeah.
and then I missed Trash Fire, but I did Tone Deaf. So
Yeah.
the thing that appeals to me about Ricky is his his imagination and his writing. He writes and directs, and he just has a good ear for dialogue, and he has a good eye for character, and he knows how to direct a film. So
Yeah.
for all of those reasons, I'll work with him anytime.
Yeah. When I spoke with him last week, I thought it was, because I love all of his films. I love this one too. And I was telling him, like, it's hard to get that tone right where, it's supposed to be kind of like darkly funny. But then I was like, there's also this like sincerity that kind of goes throughout the film too. It has like a real like beating heart. And I think that's kind of hard to get right, but he manages to find the right balance and like is manages to get that right. And I thought that was so impressive. Like, just admire him as like a filmmaker and a writer. Like, it was just really cool that he's able to kind of find that tone. And
Yeah. That's very well put. The beating heart of the film. He the characters in his film he has a love for, and he's able to express it so well. And yeah, you're absolutely right.
so when he tells you, this is kind of what he wants you to do, and in each of his projects, are you just always like, okay, I'm game, I'm willing to do it, or are you just kind of like, oh well, this is interesting, we'll see how that goes? And that's particularly on this one too, like how the Merlin thing kind of came about, and what you kind of thought about that.
Well, when he asked me to do the film, oh, you went dark on me.
Oh,
Uh,
I can fix that for you right now.
but it's okay.
I think I'm back. Hold on one second.
You have a nice
Oh, it's
group of
set up.
posters back.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah. When he said that he wanted me to play Merlin, I thought, wow, I don't know, Merlin, all the Merlin from Excalibur and those sorts of Merlins. But that's not his idea of Merlin, as
Right.
you found out.
Right.
And I knew I read a little bit of what he wrote for the character, and then of course once we're on the set and we're working the scene, he's very open to to improvisation, to
Right.
to come up with to go with ideas and expand on them a little bit, and so it's a joyous experience really
Yeah.
to work on his sets. It's all very laid back. Everybody's having a good time, and I think you can tell when you watch his movies that people feel good about what they're doing.
Yeah. Everyone I've talked to that's been a part of this was saying that they all are people that want to be there because he wants them there. And it almost felt like they were like making kind of like these like student films almost. It's like kind of a throwback to like really, like filmmaking that you're really passionate about. And I thought that was just really cool to kind of like, I love that there's still filmmakers out there like that. And that's what that pleasure I got from talking to him was like, he has so many interesting ideas, and that he, has you guys to be a part of them, that you're willing to kind of like step in there and like help him out whenever you guys can by appearing in his films. I think that's really cool. Like, it's a testament to like what he brings and what you guys bring.
And I can imagine what Ricky could do with even bigger budgets.
Right.
A little more money. With his imagination and a little more sky's the limit. I think, as far as he's concerned.
Yeah, I think so too. This this project's a little lighter than the stuff he's done in the past. But like when you kind of when you read it, were you like surprised that he was able to kind of like, you know, he had something that was a bit more funny, a bit more light, or were you just like, you know, this guy can do anything, basically?
Yeah, this is the lightest he's ever been. You know, it's kind of it's a real kind of almost like you know, the fairies in the woods. You know, it's a real fantasy horror, really, actually, and yeah, it's different.
Yeah. It's very different. I mean, and also, I mean, I guess it shows his diversity as a filmmaker and writer too, that he's able to do these different kind of projects, and it's really impressive to see. And like, you know, like I said, it's cool to like have actors like you who've been in this industry for so long that like you hear something like, you know, his dad's like favorite actor, and you're like, okay, I want to be a part of your stuff. You know, Barbara Crampton kind of talked to me about that too with her career, how like, you know, there's a lot of stuff in the 80s when she was doing the horror stuff, and then she kind of had like a break. And then, you know, all these younger people who are making these movies like come back and they're like, I want to work with these people. Like you're like, you know, legends to us because like we, you know, either grew up watching you or like, you know, it's really cool to kind of see this like renaissance, like resurgence of like a lot of you guys just coming in and doing projects like this. It's so cool that you're willing to do them too.
Absolutely. Yeah. All Ricky has to do is call and I'll be there.
Nice. So as far as how long did you kind of shoot on this? I mean, I imagine it was probably fairly quick.
Yeah, just a day or two. Yeah, it was. Okay. He didn't have that many shoot days, and it's really kind of like guerrilla filmmaking, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Well, like I said, you're the last person I'm talking to for this, and I'm just gonna reiterate it to everyone. Like I love the film. I loved everyone that was a part of the film. I can't wait to get our review out for it this week because I really want everyone to check it out. And like what I thought was important too is that when I talked to Ricky about the movie, he was like, it's important that people actually go out and buy it and support it, so people like him can actually get more projects like this made. So like I really just want to encourage people to really do that with this one and other films like this too. They really need that support to kind of get more filmmakers like him working on stuff like this.
Wonderful. I'm sorry, I'm adjusting my camera.
Oh no, it's okay. Yeah, but yeah, like I mean, like you're
used to doing it. You do this on Zoom a lot, don't you? Huh?
Yeah, you know, and it's touch and go sometimes because sometimes it's like sometimes the internet's your friend and sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
But we get through it, and I'm glad that I got through this one with you, and it was a pleasure talking with you and getting to discuss the film a little bit. And I wish you all the more success, and I can't wait to see you in some more stuff.
Right back at you. Thank you.
We're so lucky to have found each other.
Luck had nothing to do with it.
To the great horned god.
And our dear mother goddess.
My name's Thorn, and I'm a witch.
Can I get an antiseptic wipe? You know how important it is to me to practice safe blood magic.
This is my life partner, Willow.
You've got 5 seconds to get off my lawn before I cut you up into communion wafers. Not too shabby for a couple outcasts.
And this is my coven.
We're not having a big fire this year.
Why?
It just doesn't feel like belting without a big bonfire.
Light a candle. What on earth are they doing? They're making a statement.
This was the calm before the storm. Before my past finally caught up with me.
Who are you? Prom king, class president. Did you play sports?
Lacrosse.
This coven is built on a foundation of lies.
Banish him. Banish him. Banish him.
I'm going on a walkabout.
You're too old for a walkabout. You have weak ankles.
You forced me to face my past, and now I've got to deal with it.
Hello, son.
You told me your mother is dead.
Who's the broad?
I know what's gotten into me lately.
I'm here to help.
You're killing the mood.
I'm a work in progress!
Thornton Adams? What happened to you?
I went searching for happiness.